I think they seem to be soft launching their divorce. I mean, if it were the opposite and all of these rumors are flying, wouldn't they make a concerted effort to be seen together? Or just absolutely issue a statement saying there's no truth to these rumors?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think maybe they're not even sure, or maybe one wants it more than the other. You know?
She didn't go to the inauguration.
She did not go to the inauguration. She never gave a really credible, solid reason why she wasn't at Jimmy Carter's funeral.
Megyn Kelly just spilled the tea on Barack Obama and Michelle Obama as rumors of their divorce continue to swirl and swirl out of control with more and more weird behavior from the two. Guys, I think you're going to like this clip, all right? The Obamas they're quite a weird bunch, all right? You know, they're very secretive except when they're not. And, you know, it's kind of always kind of phony and rehearsed, as you're going to see a bit in this video. Something seems to be going on with them, all right? I don't know what it is. Something's weird. Who knows? Maybe their dynasty is going to come to either an end or some kind of fragmentation. So we're going to get right into it. It's going to be fun. But first, do me a huge favor here. Like our video and share it around so we can keep bringing all this great, hard-hitting content. As always, Patriots, I'm your host, Arian, and this is Resist the Mainstream.
More fuel on the fire that there's a potential, maybe a divorce or some sort of rockiness going on in the Obamas' relationship. They both posted these mirrored, very choreographed Valentine's Day messages on X, but he was just seen at an LA, the basketball team. What's it called? I can't remember the name. The Clippers, thank you. Game without her. And the LA Clippers. And then with Steve Ballmer, who's the owner, he's been on this show. And then on Tuesday, he was spotted eating out at a fancy dinner in Sherman Oaks with both daughters, Malia and Sasha. But again, no Michelle, according to TMZ. So
let's not forget, this is after Michelle Obama ditched Jimmy Carter's funeral, said she just had a pre-existing schedule obligation because, you know, apparently that takes precedence over going to a funeral that you don't even expect. Anyways, a little bit weird. She also didn't go to President Trump's inauguration, had some dumb reason for why she wouldn't go. I don't know, orange meanie probably. Who knows? But Barack was at both of those events. A little bit weird.
I think they seem to be soft launching their divorce. I mean, if it were the opposite and all of these rumors are flying, wouldn't they make a concerted effort to be seen together? Or just absolutely issue a statement and saying there's no truth to these rumors? I kind of think maybe they're not even sure, or maybe one wants it more than the other. You know?
she didn't go to the inauguration.
She did not go to the inauguration. She never gave a really credible, solid reason why she wasn't at Jimmy Carter's funeral. That to me is the
Previous
real
engagement.
tell. Previous engagement.
What?
Now, let's say, I'm trying to think how a publicist would spin it or a crisis manager. Let's say she had had some plastic surgery and Jimmy Carter happened to die during her recovery. Could you not say health reasons?
Yeah.
And leave it at that. And most people will respect that. They're
That's
not going to
right.
go near it. But she didn't even say that, which made it seem a very petty, vengeful move on her part.
Well, when I first saw that he was seen at a basketball game without her, I'm like, well, that's no big deal. Doug would go to a basketball game without me all the time. I would say, go without me. But then when I heard, then he went on to meet with their daughters.
Right.
Like there was, you know how it is. Like every parent who's got girls who are in college is like dying to spend time with their daughters. And so this is an opportunity to see both of them. And she's not there. So I don't know why, but this just keeps happening. And that Valentine's Day message was so ridiculously, and like I said, choreographed. Here was what they wrote. This is the last public acknowledgement of each other. She wrote, "If there's one person I can always count on, it's you, at Barack Obama. You're my rock. Always have been, always will be. Happy Valentine's Day, honey." And then he wrote, 32 years together and you still take my breath away. Happy Valentine's Day, at Michelle Obama. It just doesn't feel organic at all.
You're my rock, Barack. Oh, how romantic. I love how it's the same picture too. Look at that. Something very weird is going on here. Okay. And for those of you who may not know, Michelle Obama has just launched a new podcast with her brother, Craig Robinson. Guess what one of the first episodes they'll be discussing will be? If you guessed divorce, You're absolutely right. Isn't that interesting? They're going to be talking about divorce, and I'm not even kidding. There's an independent article about it. It says that in a review of the first 2 episodes, the New York Times said Obama and her brother discussed Robinson's divorce and her initial reluctance, get this, to support her husband, that is Barry, and specifically his bid for the presidency. She's talking about divorce and how she didn't want to support her husband right off the get-go in her new podcast. A little bit weird.
It reads
same photo. They both posted the exact same photo. So clearly staffers put all of this together.
Okay. And also, can we ask the lawyer in you to parse these statements? Because, okay, let's take Barack, for example. You still take my breath away. How?
Right.
With your fucking anger? With your complete inability to just get with the program and show up?
At the inauguration, so I have to walk in like a lonely soldier?
Exactly. And then tell people you're mad because I was laughing with Donald Trump?
Right.
Maybe you're taking my breath away for that reason.
Interesting. So these are truthful statements, but you have to look beyond what you're actually seeing. I like that. If there's one person I can always count on, it's you.
Count on for what?
You're my rock. Always have been, always will be. In what way? Like the person who weighs you down?
Right. Are you weighing me down in the ocean? Are you the immovable rock around all that we all have to move around? Like your ambition is the immovable rock and we are the waves crashing against it? Maybe it's that.
Speaking of being weighed down as a rock in the ocean or in a body of water, I think everybody's already forgotten, but it's just about a year ago when the personal chef of the Obamas died under kind of weird circumstances, all right? That's all I'm going to say. I'm not speculating on anything. But he was a very strong swimmer. I even think he was like a champion diver swimmer, if I remember correctly. Don't fact check me on that, but I believe that's the case. And he died in a very shallow body of water while he was paddleboarding. Kind of strange. Kind of weird, all right? And then, in fact, it was so weird that for some reason the left-wing media, Associated Press, which Trump awesomely just banned from the regular White House rotation, they went and started running cover for the story. I mean, just listen, this is an Associated Press article from back then. Fact focus. No head trauma or suspicious circumstances in drowning of Obama's chef, police say. And then they say, they have like all these fact checks. They're like, what is this here? The drowning death of former President Barack Obama's personal chef on Martha's Vineyard this week is sparking a frenzy of false claims on social media as users share conspiracy theories and baseless speculation about what happened. Many are suggesting, without evidence, that he died under questionable circumstances, claiming that he knew how to swim and was in calm, shallow water. They say that pointing out that he knew how to swim and that he was in calm, shallow water, that makes you a conspiracy theorist now. Oh, okay, yeah, am I a conspiracy theorist because I say the sky is blue too? Guys, do not trust these people, all right? They are up to no good. A lot of funny business going on here. It's kind of weird. With all that being said, everybody, what do you think? I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think the Obamas are getting divorced? Do you think they've done other funny things in recent years? I want to hear it. So comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you liked about the clip, what you want to see in the future, all that jazz. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you all again soon. God bless.